Welcome back to the Morning Roundup. It is NBA All-Star Weekend. The game is tonight in L.A. Listen, it could use a shakeup. The ratings for 2025 were among the lowest since it's been televised. But is this a way to do it? Here's Nick Wright with a suggestion.
We just have to say, you know what? PC headlines be damned.
I know where you're going.
White guys versus black guys. Luka, Joker, Flag, Reeves, Knipple against Wimby, whomever. And I'm telling you right now, guys would play hard.
Ja, I don't know if he's serious about this, if this is just a joke for the podcast.
The NBA All-Star Game, sponsored by Jim Crow. Like, that's basically what we're talking about. It's like the 3/5 point contest and the Montgomery Brawl dunk contest. I mean, he's being tongue-in-cheek, and it is ridiculous, but it's also, I guess, a testament to how bad things have gotten with the NBA All-Star Game.
How? I mean, you have the best players in the league who are playing each other. Why are the ratings so low?
Well, I think to your point, though, some of the premier parts of All-Star Weekend have been the dunk contest and things like that. And when the star players aren't the participants, and we're used to Michael Jordan and Dwight Howard, and people have been on LeBron James for years for not participating in the dunk contest. And so when you have just guys participating who no one knows really or what team they even play for, it kind of loses the luster of the premier event of All-Star Weekend. Now, to Nick Wright's point about black versus white, it kind of feels like turning the NBA into like octagon MMA boxing, where it's very tribalistic and that type of thing. But I don't think this is the thing that NBA would participate. The sponsors definitely won't go for it.
Yeah,
so, like rage bait to me. Like they're trying to get clicks. Like, to your point, I didn't realize that like George Wallace was now the commissioner. Like,
right? Yeah. That's what it sounds like based on
the morning one-liners in the roundup do not stop. Not the Some Stars weekend. All right, Melina, let me ask you about this. ESPN host Stephen A. Smith, he participated in an interview with CBS Sunday Morning in which the conversation was about a possible run for president. Here he is.
Would you run as a Democrat?
Yeah, because I couldn't see myself running as a member of the GOP. I'm a fiscal conservative. I can't stand high taxes, but I'm a social liberal in the same breath because I believe in living and let live. I pay attention to the desolate and the disenfranchised.
You think this is a real thing?
Okay, let's look at the qualifications. He's on television, he can be loud, and he has name recognitions. So we have someone now in office. We've seen this before, so you never know. It's an interesting tease. Why would he even be suggesting it if he wasn't serious? So it's something interesting to watch. And it also makes you wonder, what are the Democrats thinking if you have a personality, a well-known personality who's on television every day, like Stephen A. Smith, who is potentially talking about running?
Anybody else think this is real?
I don't think it's real at all, but I'm going to say this is going to be an unpopular opinion, okay? We've been having a lot of outsiders run for office recently. We got media personalities, all these things. I think it's time for a career politician again. I'm sorry. I think the qualification for a job should be you should be qualified for the job and maybe have some experience. So if you're talking about being president, I would like for you to have been a senator or run a state as a governor. I'd like for you to have just a little bit of executive experience or legislative experience, not watching it on TV and then talking about sports.
Yeah. Well, the other problem is that he says he wants to run as a Democrat. I don't know if he's read the room lately, but a lot of Democrats are wanting to move, especially younger Democrats, further left. And he basically just described himself as a centrist. And I think that kind of corporate Democrat politician isn't necessarily going to play in the same way that it might have played 15, 20 years ago.
He described himself as basically Republican light.
Yeah, right. And so what Democrats are you going to attract with that kind of campaign pitch? I don't even get it.
Cody, your story of the past few days, Mr. Beast, this YouTuber, he's more than that now. I mean, he's a mogul. Is now getting into the financial app business with Step. Why is this one of the ones you're watching?
I find it just a bit dangerous in my mind, right? So he's getting into the financial space, but his audience is primarily children. Like, his audience is like 14 to like 21-year-olds, and the 21-year-olds are people who've been watching them since he was 14. And now he wants to get into the finance space. He wants to encourage people to start banking with Mr. Beast to give him access to their funds. And once you get locked into a bank, like once you start using financial services, the one you pick when you're a kid is the one you have when you're an adult. People don't like change around a lot. And it's just, once again, it's just kind of nerve-wracking to me that he has that influence over people who may not know what the best financial decision is to make. And they're going to expose themselves to, I don't really like an unknown banking source.
So this is more concern than excitement.
It's mostly concern.
Okay.
But I think the interesting thing is, though, you're getting young people motivated to want to learn more about finances. You know, we were growing up, you had a checking account. Does a checking account, you know, we wrote checks.
Yeah.
Nobody does that anymore.
Yeah,
So I
but
think
banking's supposed to be boring. It's not supposed to be exciting. I want my bank to be a big brick building that's not going anywhere with conservative values that I know when I put my money in the bank, it's coming back out. I don't think that my money should be like dictated by a pop star or like the world's biggest YouTuber.
Well, and
There
also-
should be no banking trick shot, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and I think also we have enough tech bros with their hands on things that are important to all of us. I just don't think we need another tech bro Wi-Fi guy to come on and be responsible for banking.
Imagine
It
trying to
scares
check
me.
your account and say like, really quickly, this ad from this video game.
Yeah,
company,
right.
All right, we're wrapping it there. Melina, Ja, and Cody, thank you all for being part of the Roundup. We'll be right back.